والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين مدد رسول الله سادات وشيخنا تسليما إن شاء الله حتى صار إن شاء الله محمد الحقاني مدد طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجمعية. الله شكرا سلامة قلبك.
Thanks be to Allah Almighty. We went and returned safely from our journey. It was a long journey. And Allah Almighty helped us during that journey. Inshallah, this journey was for the sake of Allah Almighty. May Allah Almighty accept it.
Uzun yol olduğu için biz daha önce yapmıştık bu yolculuğu.
It was a long journey and it was a trip we have made before once.
İkinci defa olur mu diye Allah nasip etti.
And we wondered if a second time would be possible, and Allah Almighty made it possible and destined us to go there a second time.
Gittik.
And so we went.
Maşallah oradaki insanlar Allah hidayet verdi mi onlar nasip oluyor.
MashaAllah, when Allah Almighty gives guidance, He grants that guidance. And what we saw there were people who have been blessed with the guidance of Allah Almighty.
Oradakilara bir Şeyh Baba'nın bereketiyle onun himmetiyle binlerce kişi İslam'a girdiler.
And what we witnessed there was that through the blessings of Maulana Shaykh Nazim, of our father, and his community, thousands of people have entered Islam there.
Tarikata girmişler.
They have entered the tarika.
Kendi hallerinde uğraşıyorlar.
And they do the best they can, and they are striving in their own ways.
Bu hem dini yaymaya hem İslam'ı yaymaya hem oradaki insanlara faydalı olmaya.
They are striving and do whatever they can in order to spread the religion, in order to spread Islam, and to be beneficial, and to be a benefit to the people there.
Allah razı olsun onlardan.
May Allah Almighty be pleased with them.
İkram ettiler.
They showed us hospitality.
Bize hürmet ettiler.
They showed us respect.
Akraba taallukat kim varsa onlar da bu görüşüp de onlar da İslam'a girsin diye onlara da yardım ettiler.
And they did whatever, and they do whatever they can in order to spread Islam and to help others to enter Islam. So they reached out through their relatives, to the people they know, to their friends, so that they also may get a chance to meet and to get to know Islam. And they made it possible, and they tried to be the means in order for new people, especially their relatives and their friends and the people they know, to become Muslims. And they asked us and invited us to come and asked us for our prayers, for these prayers, in order to be a means for the guidance of those people.
İnsan bir güzellik önce mümin, Müslüman, başkasına da aynı şeyi ister.
And this is the characteristic of a mu'min, of a true believer. A true believer is someone, a mu'min is someone who, when he sees something beautiful and when he experiences something beautiful, he also wants that goodness, that beautiful, that blessing for others too.
İstediği şey el-akrabun evlâ bil-ma'ruf diyor. Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem, akrabalar, yani bir iyilik yapacaksan onlara en başta onlara yapman lazım.
And as our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, says, the relatives, they are the most deserving of kindness. So if you want to do something good, it is according to our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, the way to start with your relatives and to try to do that goodness and spread that goodness among them first.
Onun için onlar da aynı şekilde öyle devamlı akrabalarına, ahbaplarına filan onlara da tebliğ etmek için hem göstermek için çağırdılar.
And that is what they did there and do there. They continually call their relatives, their friends, in order to convey the message of Islam and to show them the right way based on the recommendation of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him.
Hazır bulunan çok oldu onlardan da. Allah.
And there were many who followed this invitation and who came and meet in order to meet and to be present there.
Şükür inşallah hidayete vesile olur.
And thanks be to Allah Almighty. Many of those who they called, they came and followed the invitation. And may those meetings, inshallah, there be a means for guidance.
Orası çok uzak bir yer olduğu için oraya daha önce de giden çok Müslümanlar oldu eskiden filan ama
it is a very distant place and many Muslims had gone there before in old times.
Tabii onların en büyük zorluk orada Müslüman olarak gittiler. Cemaatler yok, tarikat yok, şey yok. Onları
they went there as Muslims, but the greatest difficulty they faced there was that they did not have a community, they did not have a Jama'ah, and they did not have a tariqa there, they had nothing.
Eriyip bitti.
And since they were left to their own selves, they unfortunately faded away.
İnşallah şimdi hem şey var, tarikat olarak da Müslümanın onun için tarikat bu.
But what we saw there is that Muslims are back and they are back with the tariqa.
Şeytanın en sevmediği şeydir.
And the tariqa is what shaitan dislikes the most.
Tarikattır, hakikattir, onları sevmez şeytan.
Shaitan does not like the tariqa. Shaitan does not like the hakika.
Şeriatı da sevmez. Şeriatı, mezhebi sevmez.
And shaitan does not like the sharia. Shaitan does not like the method.
Meşayihleri sevmez.
Shaitan does not like the mashayikh.
Ehl-i beyti sevmez.
Shaitan does not like the Ahlul Bayt.
O sevmeyince de tutulacak bir dal olmaz. Eriyip gider.
And when one follows the way of shaitan, and when one also dislikes them, there is no branch to hold on. And if one follows the way of shaitan, then one will fade away.
Allah'ın izniyle bunların vasıtasıyla epeyce insanlar hidayete erir inşallah.
But by Allah's permission, through the community which are now there, who are present and follow the way of the tariqa, many people will reach guidance inshallah.
Çünkü tarikat iman demektir.
Because what does tariqa means? It means iman, it means faith.
İslam, herkes Müslüman çok var. Dediğimiz gibi Müslümanlar çok gitti oraya.
There are many Muslims, and as we said, many Muslims went there before.
Eridi, dedesi Müslümandır.
But they faded away. Their grandfathers may be Muslims.
Oğlu Müslüman, torun artık İslam'dan alakası olmayan insanlardır.
So many Muslims went there before, and their grandfathers may have been Muslims, but the sons no longer practice Islam, and then when you look at the grandchildren, they have no longer any connection at all to Islam.
Hani dinden haberi yok ya Hristiyan gibi bir şey olmuş.
And then you see people there whose ancestors were Muslims, but now they have no knowledge of Islam, or they have become like Christians.
İnşallah bu kafa zaten Mehdi Aleyhisselam da gelecek. O vakte kadar Allah hidayet versin.
But now it is different. Allah Almighty sent guidance, and inshallah, in addition to this guidance, Mehdi Aleyhisselam will also come soon.
Onların sevindirsin, o insanları, ahbaplarını, akrabaları İslam'a girsin inşallah.
And until Mehdi Aleyhisselam comes, may our community there, may they be a means of guidance, and may they be a means for people to become happy, and may Allah Almighty make their friends and their relatives to become happy. May Allah Almighty make their friends and relatives enter Islam, and inshallah may they enter the tariqa.
Zaten ilk başta oradakiler tarikata İslam'da haberleri yok, tarikat olarak, tasavvuf olarak giriyorlar, ondan sonra.
And in fact, it happens this way. People there, they have no knowledge of Islam, and it is through the tariqa, and they enter Islam through tasawwuf.
Hidayete erip eleme şehadet olurdu. Hem 5 vakit namazlarını, bütün ibadetlerini yaparak.
And what we see there, that many entered through tasawwuf, and they reached the guidance and the right way. They make the kalima shahada, and they start performing the 5 daily prayers, and they perform their duties and their daily worship. And then they themselves become an example for people there. May Allah Almighty be pleased with them. They showed us and hosted us with great hospitality. And we were there for 25 days, and we were together with them for 25 days. May Allah Almighty increase their honor. May Allah Almighty make them happy. And may Allah Almighty make us happy too, inshallah.